Get ready. Fight.
Someone rocking the black trunks. JON E5 rocking the white trunks. Let me go ahead and get these boxers trunk colors up here. Now, we already know, if you don't know, now you know, someone has been running through all of the competition that we've been given so far. A classy boxer with a lot of versatility and power. He goes up against JON E5, newcomer to the ring in the white trunks. And already, both of the boxers trying to find their footing, trying to find their range here. And let me check in with the stats. I think someone actually came in, someone with a 2850 elo, massive elo, but JON E5, no slouch himself, 2200 elo. And this goes to prove that he already has what it takes to fight the greats here on RIngsideVR. I had to wait for the ref call for a second there. Now, actually, sorry guys, have to update the teams here. Thank you for reminding me. Appreciate you, chat. Now we got someone working those combinations. Now the thing about someone is he's got a lot of power. He's got a lot of size, and he knows how to use it. Big body shots coming in, and someone has some very excellent punch selection. He always keeps it guessing. We see a lot of boxers with the punch patterns of left, right. Very few people, someone, Killer Cam, and a few others will mix it up, punching the same on both sides. But your boy, JON E5, coming in, working the body himself, looking pretty good, if I might add.
Blue, take a step back. Box.
Someone being called on the holding call again. Ooh. JON E5 hurt by that combination. And I like what I'm seeing from JON E5. Using a lot of movement, circling around, throwing a little wildly though, but he's trying to find his range, so you can't blame the man.
Blue, step back.
And getting someone called on the blue? Let's go. And JON E5, I kind of like, he's kind of jabbing, running with the cross, a little hit and run style from JON E5. Not staying in the line of sight for someone for not too long. He's hurt, but when he gets hurt, he circles out looking for the clinch. And someone's just roping him around. Oh my God, the left hook. The Matador. Wow. JON E5 trying forever to save himself with the clinch. Someone backing up and then just nailing him with a beautiful, decisive left hook. And he tried too. He tried for a long time. To get himself out of there. Round number 1 underway. You know what I'm saying? Sir Too Quick says JON has such a good style that he loves sparring him. You know what I'm saying? HZ Gamer says someone fights like a Dark Souls boss. Y'all are cracking me up tonight, yo. I absolutely love it, dog. Oh, man. Round number 1 comes to a beautiful end there. So dramatic. Such a great finish. JON E5, you know, I like his style too, Sir Too Quick. Just watching him fight and try to figure it out. He's not trying to stand toe-to-toe with someone, which is what a lot of people make a mistake to do. They think they can beat him in a firefight. And it's not going to happen, to be honest. It's really not going to happen. Someone just has a lot of power. He knows how to use his body mechanics to the fullest, and he also knows how to use the game mechanics to the fullest. And when you combine both of those, it's very dangerous, right? But JON E5, I understand why he has that 2200 elo rating. He's keeping active. He's keep moving. You can see when he shifts to the inside and the outside, it's very quick. So he's got some great footwork, and he's circling around, landing that right there, staying elusive. And even though he's getting pegged when he does stay still, I mean, I like this hit and run style that I see, keeping someone busy and guessing as to when he's going to come in and strike. Snap of the jab out there, blocked by JON E5. JON E5 also showing that he's got some good reactions. And there we go, working the inside. Getting caught there just a little bit, JON E5. Ooh, big exchange coming in from both of the boxers. Someone looking a little hurt here. You don't see that very often. And Jon E5 trying to capitalize. Jon E5 mixing an interesting like hit and run and jousting style. Keeping the hands up on the outside, trying not to give up too much damage. But this is the adjustment round, and someone is slowly trying to figure it out, trying to get a sense of his opponent's timing. And a very hard opponent to get the timing down, too. Ooh, stiff jab coming out there by someone, popping him right there. And someone is able to kind of catch him with those jabs when he's standing still just momentarily. And for the first time, Jon E5 gets caught with the holding charge. Tagging someone, though. Very good shots coming in from Jon E5. Very interesting. I like what I'm seeing. Working the body, too. Yeah, sir, too quick. I definitely see what you were saying. Jon E5 has a very interesting style. And he's landing. He is tagging someone with those body shots. And in this game, significant blows do add up, right? You don't have, not every shot has to be to the head. And Jon E5 is targeting that solar plexus, trying to look for some liver shots. Again, another shot to the solar plexus, trying to rack up that damage. I got to remind everybody that the characters do have weak zones, right? So to the body, that solar plexus, that liver, that's a 40% increase to the shot that you just thrown, right? And right now, Jon E5 is trying to play a game of hit and not be hit in return. He's trying to make up for that knockout earlier, and he's fighting with pure heart. He's getting tagged a little bit coming in. He's got to be careful, though. When he does shoot in like that, even though he's shooting in low, he is susceptible for an uppercut. He's susceptible for a cross coming in. And when you come into a punch, you are receiving additional damage as well. So you give some and you take some. And a good second round for both of those boxers. Chat, let me know how you're feeling about this, man. This is a very interesting fight. Sir, too quick with the fun facts as we come in. Fun fact, Jon is a former amateur and has over 1,000 logged ranked fights in V3 and V4. Man, I believe it, bro. His style is very refined. He has a solid game plan that he's sticking to. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't look like he's just out here flailing. Very interesting approach, and I believe it's effective. Usually when we see someone, he's dominating, he's putting the punches together, but a lot of his opponents like to stand and bang. This time he's fighting a very elusive fighter in Jon E5 with a completely unorthodox game plan. It's a hit to not get hit style, and I'm here for it.
Get ready.
Round number 3 underway, third and final round, and Jon E5 working on a comeback. Though he lost that first round, I do believe I'm going to give him that second round, man. He had a lot of significant blows. He was only in danger a few times, but this is where he doesn't want to be, swimming for his life, trying to save himself with that clinch. And it's very smart, though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have been caught with the clinches, just running into other people. Jon E5 sees to use it very defensively, giving himself a break. Getting called on the holding charge there again. Referee looking a little fearful, looking a little aggressive, but we already know the ref ain't about nothing. He's not going to deduct no points. Jon E5 is going to have to hold another 20 times for the ref even thinks about holding points, and this is going to give him time to work his game plan. Now with this style, though, it's a high energy style, so even though this is 3 rounds, the endurance factor still is going to take a toll, and we're going to see if Jon E5 can keep this pace up. Staying just outside of range from someone, mitigating a lot of damage, looking for a way he can attack the body and rack in some more damage. Someone now trying to find his range. Jon E5 staying very, very elusive. Someone missing a lot of the shots that he's throwing. And here we go, a little bit of a dance back and forth as both fighters try to find their range. Jon E5's defense, though, man, he's able to get in and out of range so well. He's able to move his head and move his footwork so well. You could see how he's moving, staying active in the ring, mitigating a lot of damage. And you know what? This is the way you're going to win, especially if somebody you know someone can knock you out.
Break it up. Red, take a step back.
Jon E5, hey, burning those holding calls, it doesn't really matter. The ref is not about that action. This time, someone now jabbing to the body, trying to go for some body work himself.
Hey, stop it. Red, no holding. Box on.
Another call for red, but again, it doesn't matter. The judge is a punk. He's not about that life. He's not going to deduct a point unless you grab forever. Ooh. A shot coming in there, raining from someone, looking like Jon E5's in a little bit of trouble. But both of the boxers looking tired now, looking at the faces of both boxers. Anyone could go down at any moment. Someone looking to put the pressure on Jon E5. This could be another knockdown if Jon E5 is not careful. Now someone is starting to peg the damage down. He's starting to lay it on a little thick right now. Jon E5 trying to find his way out of there. But another right after another right, another left lands. And Jon E5 gets the clinch, getting himself a much-needed breather, a little bit of a space. Working on the inside, trying to stifle the range of someone. Now someone has managed to keep Jon E5 very hurt through this whole round. Red getting a warning, but that is too little, too late. He went through, and dang, someone's a little frustrated. See what the official word is.
The winner is
Did Jon E5 do enough? Not enough, and there we go. Someone takes it. Man, that was a great fight. I do love to see Jon E5's style, but wow. There we go. I thought Jon E5 might have had that second round on damage, but no, not at all. 30-25, 10-10-10 for your winner. Someone in the blue corner. Man, 10-7. That first round was pretty devastating. The next two rounds were pretty close. That one knockdown was really it, would seal the deal for him. Looking at the damage disparagement, though, man, very surprising. It looked like your boy Jon E5 was tearing up them guts, but it might have been not enough, right? Someone is the king. I keep telling y'all, the man has some power behind his shots. 1,000 to 283, y'all. Let's just look at the first round alone. The first round alone from Someone is King, almost a grand total of what Jon E5 did for that whole match. 885 to 603, 954 to 597. A clear landslide victory in favor for your winner tonight. Someone is the king. Let's go.